March climbs up Mount Ebbet. From what the kids said, Frisk wandered up here and they haven't come back. With nothing but her backpack and the leftover camping supplies, she treks up the overgrown path. Unfortunately, she made the mistake so many others made and trips down into the underground. She finds herself in an empty room in a pile of yellow flowers. Getting up, she wanders through the next couple of rooms, eventually finding a frogette that tries to initiate a fight. Confused, she tries to talk to it, which inadvertently calms it down. It sits down and explains the rules of the world to her, commenting about how it hasn't seen a purple soul in a long time, before topping off on its own. With slightly more knowledge than before, she wanders through the next rooms, eventually coming across the spider bake sale. After talking to the spider, she finds some ghee and buys a donut. After hearing the description, she's a bit disconcerted by it, but wanting to be polite, she puts it in her pack for later. She asks the spider about her sibling, and the spider mentions that the human went with Toriel, pointing the way she should go, so she says goodbye to the spiders and heads off. She comes across Toriel's house, finding the front door left ajar. March hesitantly enters the house to find Toriel sitting in her armchair crying. She instinctively wants to help, stepping forward and trying to comfort her. Toriel's quite startled by March's presence and asks how she got there, before interrupting herself, realizing that she had fallen, just like every other human. March explains that she's looking for Frisk, and that she was trying to get them home. Toriel understands and feels even more guilty by trying to keep Frisk there now, knowing why they were so determined to get home. Toriel laments that she must have seemed so overbearing and scared them off, that she wasn't strong enough to deny them. If she had, both Frisk and March to be together already. March explains to Toriel that that isn't a problem. She knows Frisk is a tough kid. They climbed up the entire mountain on their own. Their persistence wasn't to be underestimated. March awkwardly hugs Toriel, saying that she'll find them and she'll bring them back to see her. She doubts Frisk left because of any slight against her. Toriel nods, feeling slightly better. She explains that they went through the corridor, that she was going to destroy it, but she couldn't bring herself to make that final decision. March tries to help, saying that it ended up being for the best, as now March can find her way to Frisk. Before March can leave, Toriel heads to the kitchen, bringing a slice of the butterscotch pie in a little bag, saying it was for the trip out there. March is grateful, taking the pie and giving Toriel another hug, this time a real one. Toriel takes a deep breath before letting go, saying that she'll be waiting for the two of them to come back. March nods, heading down the stairs and out the corridor. Seeing the footprints in the snow, she follows them, coming to the bridge. The classic dialogue with Sans and the whoopee cushion happens, with him dryly commenting about there being way too many humans today. March eagerly asks about Frisk, and he explains that Frisk was headed towards Snowdin, and that his really cool brother is going to be so excited about more humans. Wanting to help, he says he'd show her a shortcut. They walk in silence for a bit before March asks about his brother. Sans reacts positively, explaining that his brother Papyrus wants to be part of the Royal Guard, and that capturing a human would be a surefire way for him to achieve his dreams. Seeing March's nervous expression, he chuckles, assuring her that Frisk wasn't in any real danger. Papyrus was really good with magic after all. He then points to a diverging path into the forest, saying that it was the shortcut and that he'd see them around. She looks down the path, turning back to thank him, but by the time she tries, he's gone. She walks down the path, occasionally running into monsters that she spares. That is, until she finds a dusty sentry station. As she's investigating the station, a voice barks at her from a ways away. The dog guardsman approaches her, ready to fight. He attacks without giving her a chance to think. Compared to everyone she's faced, he's incredibly difficult to dodge. It doesn't take long before she's hit with the fatal blow. She crumples to the ground as her soul shatters. But it doesn't stay shattered. Not for long, anyways. With a desperate reach forward, she musters the strength to open her eyes, insisting that she needs to find her sibling. The guard is put off by this show of human determination and perseverance, stepping back as he stares at her on unease. She climbs back to her knees, still repeating that she needs to find Frisk. He stumbles back, still holding his weapon, pausing for a moment, only now hesitating. He just watched a human revive itself. Is this the power of a human soul? The power that can break the barrier?